Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, no matter where you are in the world. We want to welcome you to the e-estate presentation for Wednesday, September the 10th. My name is Anthony DeLoatch, and I'm excited about being your host for this presentation. We have some absolutely incredible information that we want to share with you all today. This is a very special presentation where we're not going to do the actual presentation, but we're going to have the co-founder of the company on the Zoom with us today, and it's going to be absolutely phenomenal here to see what is happening. Oh, guys, I want to tell you that we are in store for a treat right now for what's about to happen. Okay, guys, what you guys are going to see is something amazing that is going to really blow you away, something that's absolutely causing waves in our industry right now, and it's going to be phenomenal to see what happens here, guys. So hopefully you guys are ready and excited about this meeting. We have everything set up so that we can have a very productive meeting today, and we're just waiting for Mike to get on the presentation today. And this is going to be amazing, guys, what we have our hands on. If you didn't know, if nobody told you before, that we are talking about the tokenization of real estate and how it is transforming our financial world right now. And we have a platform that's allowing us to participate in this incredible market shift that's happening right now. And that's what we're excited about. Now, let me set this up by saying right now that we are not financial advisors. We're not giving financial advice. And I don't want anything in this presentation to be considered any type of financial advice. I want you guys to understand that the co-founder is going to be talking about the concept and the opportunity that we have at hand right now and what it means for us and for everyone that is participating with this opportunity. So I want to tell you guys right now that you are in store for a phenomenal treat right now, guys. So let me check and make sure that Mike is on really quick on the call really quick. And if Mike is on, then we're going to go ahead and get this party started right now. And let me go ahead and send him a quick message to make sure that he is on. I see people are still loading up. We're going to get everything popped off in just a second. I'm gonna make sure that everybody gets a chance to get on. I know we put out some notifications and everything. We let everybody know that the meeting was starting and that the meeting was going to be today. So everybody should be jumping on right now, but we're gonna give it a couple of minutes before we actually start everything here. Okay. So guys, this is phenomenal here. I'm glad that we have this opportunity here before us because I've been in this space for a long time. And while we're getting started, I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience in this space and what this opportunity means to me. So guys, I've been involved in the passive income space for the last, let me see. All right. So I've been in, he said he's having some technical issues, but he should be on in just a second. All right. So I've been in this passive income space for about 20 years. I know that sounds like a very long time to some of you all, but what I'm excited about right now is that through this passive income space, I've been able to have some incredible, phenomenal success. And you know what? The thing is that I'm excited about that is I've been able to help other people have some incredible, phenomenal success as well. So that's an exciting thing to me. But I want to tell you guys that all of my experience, all the ups, the downs, the successes, and the failures have led up to a moment like this. And I'm excited that we actually get an opportunity to participate in a platform like this, which is doing things on another level. And I want to tell you guys that that is what I believe is absolutely amazing right here, right? Is that we get to participate in a way that is phenomenal, right? Where it's involving not only cryptocurrency, but it's also involving real estate and passive income. Now, these are all very sought after things in our financial space, and I believe that it's very important for us to be able to have those things when it comes to our financial opportunities. I believe everybody on here is excited about having more success and more passive income in their life because more passive income means more freedom. All right. And so that's absolutely amazing here, right? So I want to tell you guys that that's the opportunity that's at hand. And Mike just sent me a message that he was having some trouble with his Zoom profile, but he was going to be on. He's going to be back on in just a second here. And so that's going to, we're going to get started as soon as he is back on the presentation. All right, guys. So just to give you guys a brief overview, if this is your first time on a presentation for eState, we do have a phenomenal opportunity here in which the real estate space has been disrupted through this thing called tokenization. Now, what that means is that that's a huge opportunity for the people who are early adopters in this space and adopt this market shift and embrace it instead of fighting it, right? Most of the times we have major market shifts like this, there's a lot of people who fight the market shift, and what they do is that they're trying to now actually wait until it becomes something that's normal. But there's a statement that I've been using lately is that early adoption is where money is made, and the mass and the forced adoption and mass adoption is where money is going to be paid. And so I want you guys to understand that you get an opportunity to be in on the front end of a massive shift that's happening right now. I believe we have Mike back on right now. Mike, if you are on and you're ready to rock and roll, just let me know here. Just I think you have the ability to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me, Anthony?
I can hear you loud and clear, right? So I'm going to make you a co-host as well here so you can have the ability to do whatever you need to do on the call today. And I'm excited about having you on, Mike. How's your morning going so far?
Thank you, Anthony. It's exciting to be here.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I'm glad to have you on. I know we've been anticipating having this meeting for a while, and I know you're excited about it also. There you go. We got the video on. This is amazing right here. Everybody's glad to see that Mike is on the presentation now. And let me ask you, first of all, let me do a little introduction because I've been doing an introduction for you for a long time on our Zoom meetings and talking about you being the founder of Eli Property and the head of Eli Property and how much experience you have in the real estate space and all the phenomenal things that you're doing. But I don't think I could do your introduction justice. So if you don't mind, just go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Well, before I begin, let me thank you again, Anthony, for the invitation and for hosting this session. I really appreciate the chance to speak directly to those who are shaping their future of real estate. So I've been in the real estate business since the 1970s. And over the years, I've witnessed the market go through several major transformations. In the early days, everything was done with a handshake and a phone call, simple, personal, and local. Then the internet arrived and changed everything. Websites became essential. We launched our own website, eliproperty.com, back in 1998. And that helped us attract many great clients and grow the company. Years later came another wave of innovation, the digital currency, Bitcoin, blockchain. At first, it seemed unrelated to real estate. But in 2018, something caught my attention. A residential building in Manhattan was tokenized for the first time in history, valued at $30 million. When I read that, I knew this is where the future is heading. That's when I made the decision to pursue tokenization. That's what led to co-founding eState, to help lead real estate into the next era, the digital one.
That is incredible right there. I'm telling you that I know that this is the new era of real estate, and it was inevitable that real estate had to shift into this new era, and that's an exciting thing for me. And I want to tell you that with your experience in the real estate space, it really gives me confidence that eState can do the things that it's set up to do and have a phenomenal future. Now, if you don't mind, right at the onset, if you could tell me what you think the bigger picture is for eState and where you see tokenized real estate heading in the future.
Well, let me give you a little bit of background here. So my background is rooted in decades of hands-on experience, buying, selling, managing, and developing properties. I've worked with residential, commercial, and investment real estate, and I've built long-term relationships with clients across generations. This gave me a deep understanding of what works in real estate and what doesn't. That's why eState is not just a tech experiment for me. It's a natural evolution of what I've been doing all my life. The mission of making real estate more accessible, transparent, and profitable for everybody in here. That mission is personal. I know what investors are looking for, and I know the pain points and the agents and property owners face. That's exactly what eState was built to solve. Now, the bigger picture you were talking about is tokenized real estate is not a trend. It's the next major shift in the way people invest. Just look at the internet, how it's changed, and this way we search and buy properties. Tokenization will change how we own them. In the future, real estate will be truly global, borderless, and accessible to everyone, not just the wealthy. I believe we're heading toward a world where millions of people will own fractions of the properties across multiple countries, earning passive income and building long-term wealth. It will be the fast, transparent, and digital by design. We're still early, but it's already happening. And eEstate is one of the few companies positioned right at the front of this transformation.
That's incredible. And eEstate is at the front right now. And I believe it is the leading platform, in my opinion, in the tokenization space. I don't think there's another company out there that's doing things like eEstate. And so I'm excited about being a part of what I call history in the making. All right. Now let's talk about tokenization and why it is a game changer, right? Because I've been talking about this on a lot of our presentation, but it'll be great to hear it from you. So if you could simplify it, that's one of the things I like to do is simplify things for people and make
Sure.
sure that they understand what it is. So with simplifying that, what is tokenization and why does that matter so much right now?
Well, tokenization just means you can own a small piece of real estate, like a digital share through blockchain. Instead of needing hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy a property, you can invest even with $10. It's important because it's simple, safe, and fast. But no banks, no lawyers, no paperwork. Just pick a property and buy your share online.
That is incredible. It simplifies the process of you actually owning a fractional ownership, a fractional share of ownership in a property, and that's amazing. So I think it's solving a real problem out there in the real estate space, and you probably can speak to this better than I can. But I believe that current real estate is slow, it's not available to the masses, and people find it challenging to actually get involved in the real estate space. So is that a problem that eEstate is going to be able to solve?
Well, let me put it this straight. Real estate used to be the best way to build wealth, and it still is. But nowadays, most folks can't afford it, especially young people here in the US. They're renting, they're living with parents. They can't even buy their first home, let alone invest. You can buy stocks or crypto with $10, but try buying real estate. Good luck. The prices are high and banks make it hard and the process takes forever. That's what we're fixing with eEstate. We make it possible to start owning real estate with just $10. No middleman, no red tape. Just pick a property and start earning from day one. It's real ownership made simple.
That's awesome. Real ownership made simple. I'm gonna have to use that as a tagline here coming up forward, going forward. That is amazing. Now, one of the stats that I talk about all the time in the presentation is that Boston Consulting Group has actually said that real estate tokenization is set to become a $16 trillion industry, right? And so I think that's phenomenal. But I want to ask this question right here. Do you agree with that? And what do you think about that stat, $16 trillion? That's a major number there. Do you agree with that? And
That's a
what are your
big,
thoughts on that?
well, that's a big number. I've been in business long enough to be cautious with big predictions. 16 trillion by 2030, that's a bold number. And, a lot can happen in those 5 years. Markets shift, policies change, and technology moves fast. But what matters isn't the exact number. It's what the forecast tells us. People trust this direction. Big institutions, the world's largest investment firms, they're already tokenizing assets. I've seen interviews where their CEOs say tokenization isn't the future, it's already here. That's what I look at. When the biggest players start moving, you know the shift is real. We're not guessing anymore, we're participating.
That's incredible. Not guessing, we're participating. I love that. Now, let me ask you another question. So, with that happening, I think this is a major disruption in traditional investing, right? Because, and we've seen this happen with the stock market. Now, fractional ownership and stock market, of course, with cryptocurrency, fractional ownership. Do you believe this is a major disruption in traditional investing?
Well, traditional real estate investing was built for a small circle, people with deep pockets, strong connections, and time to wait. I've operated in that world for decades, but tokenization rewrites the rules. It breaks down high value assets into digital shares, making ownership flexible, liquid, and global. It means investors don't need to own the whole building to start earning from it. They can own what fits their strategy. This is not about lowering the bar. It's about opening the gates. Real estate remains the most powerful asset class in the world, and now it's being restructured for speed, scale, and digital control. The next generation of wealth builders will come through this model, and e-estate is how they're going to get in.
That's incredible. I believe that's a phenomenal. Another thing that you said, e-estate is going to be the gateway. It's not just lowering the bar, it's opening the gates and opening the door for people who normally wouldn't be able to get access to this space. So I think that is incredible as well. Now I want to shift a little bit and go into the e-estate opportunity, right? Because there's some people on here who haven't seen an official presentation. Maybe this is their first time. So if we could just talk about the solution that it provides or what opportunity and what benefit this is going to present those who want to participate as a buyer or an investor.
Well, here's the real deal. With e-estate, you're not just buying into real estate. You're getting the full ownership experience without lifting a finger. Property, management, rental control, legal coverage, it's all done for you. We handle the tenants, the paperwork, the operations, front to back. You collect income, that's it. This is hands-off ownership with real daily returns. And you're not stuck with the same deals everyone gets. We offer residential homes, land, development projects. And the more you invest, the more doors open. Hit a new buyer level and the game changes. Better deals, bigger yields, period. Now, about the lifetime income we talk about. Here's what it means. You earn for as long as the property performs. And if one day it doesn't, we don't leave you hanging. We sell the asset and buy your shares back. Simple. That's how we protect your money and keep it clean. This is smart wealth building, real assets, daily income, and a clear exit, built for serious people ready to move.
That is incredible, and you highlighted some things that I think are very important. The fact that if something happens that the property doesn't perform the way that it should, that the
Mhm.
company can sell it and then buy back your shares, which gives some people some capital protection there. And that's one of the things that I like, and I think that's what other people like about e-estate as well. That they're able to take advantage of that. Now, let's ask another question here. Being that it's a credible opportunity for people to earn passive income and actually have a fractional share of ownership in real estate, I believe it's also going to be an incredible opportunity for those people who want to participate in a greater way and become a digital real estate agent, right? And when I saw this opportunity, that's one of the things that stood out to me and that I was very impressed by. So if you can just elaborate a little bit on the benefits for people who decide to become a digital real estate agent.
Absolutely. Let's make it clear. Good agents earn from deals. Great agents build a structure that pays them from deals they didn't close themselves. At eEstate, we give you that structure. Every deal you close, you earn. But once you start building a team, you unlock something bigger. Commissions from sales in your network up to 8 levels deep. Profit-based bonuses from your team's income up to 5 levels. Cash rewards, token incentives, and career growth. The more your organization produces, the more you earn. As you rank up, you unlock better tools, higher visibility, and daily passive income. By level 4, the platform starts working for you. By level 8, you've built a system. One of one that earns from team sales even while you sleep. You're not chasing deals. You're building a business that works for you.
That's incredible. I love the fact that you highlighted not chasing deals. You're building a business that works for you. And I've looked at this compensation plan and I've studied it, and I believe it's very lucrative for the people who decide to go out there and build something substantial with e-estate. And that's an amazing thing. Not only do I get to benefit from the deals that I close, but also the deals from other agents in my organization, which allows me to build a phenomenal income stream for myself. And every agent has that opportunity. And that's something that I believe is absolutely amazing. Now, let's talk about this really quick. Since the company has launched officially, I know there's probably been some success stories. And I want to say right now, I've seen some of those success stories, but I know you probably have a better scope than myself of different success stories that are out there. But I know I want to give a big shout out to a few people before I let you speak on that. But I see Martin McLean out there
Yeah.
making some incredible things happen. Even in my organization, from Lynn
Well,
Hamilton making some incredible things happen out there and building her organization. And then we
mhm.
have Maurice Jenkins doing some incredible things. Von Morrill, who's also hosting presentations for the company, is doing some amazing things out there. Daryl Porter, just so many people. And I hate starting to call names because I don't want to miss anyone, but so many people are having success. But if you could just elaborate on some of those success stories that you've seen in the company, that would be incredible.
Well, let me give you a real example. You mentioned the guy in our platform, Martin McLean. He spent his life in public service, retired with honor, but he still had the energy, the discipline, and the mindset to do something meaningful. So he joined eEstate. He didn't overcomplicate things. He trusted the system, took action, and stayed consistent. Just a few months later, Martin became one of the top performing agents. He's leading a growing team, earning daily income, and building long-term passive rewards from his network. No hype, no shortcuts, just smart, steady execution. That's what eEstate is built for, and Martin proves it works.
Absolutely. Martin is proving that his work is working, and he's on the presentation now. I see, and I want to give a big shout out to Martin for leading the way. And he's absolutely full of energy,
Yeah.
as you could tell from his Facebook and everything, which is definitely amazing there. And so, once again, big shout out to everyone that's making it happen. I see we have Benjamin on, a couple other people. I don't want to start calling names because I definitely will miss someone. But I want to tell you guys, this is another thing that really excited me is when I saw everything that eEstate was doing, I said it's positioned to really lead the industry because it is presenting a great opportunity for the person who decides to just participate passively, and also for the person who's participating actively as an agent. So let me hear your thought process on why eEstate is set up to actually lead the industry.
Why is eEstate leading the industry? Because we didn't follow trends. We studied the market, we studied the pain points, and we built from the ground up. We didn't just slap blockchain on real estate. We brought 50 years of industry experience, combined it with cutting edge tech, and created a system that works for real investors and real agents. We're not running hype, we're running a business registered, structured, and transparent. And here's the truth. While others are still talking about tokenization, we're already doing it every single day. That's why investors trust us. That's why agents succeed with us. That's why we're just part of the future. We're not just part of the future, we're building it.
Absolutely. We are building the future. And speaking about the future, that's a great segue into this. I want to talk about the future outlook for e-estate and the things that we should be prepared for right here. So let's talk about that really quick. What's next for e-estate? I've seen the incredible things that has been established and accomplished already. And let me tell you, by the way, it's been very impressive for you to say what you're going to do and to actually do it. So what are some of the things that we
Yeah.
can look for in the future for e-estate?
Well, let me be clear. We're just getting started. We're seeing phenomenal success and the demand is exploding. People want what we've built and we're ready to deliver more. Thousands of new properties are coming. We're working on powerful partnerships. We're not following the industry. We're setting a new global standard for buying income producing real estate. If you're with us now, you're ahead of the game.
Absolutely. This is as I was saying, this is the phase of early adoption, and this is the time to be involved. And I want to ask, what is the role that agents and investors can play in this journey for e-estate? What is the role that having successful agents and leaders involved with the company, what role would they play in the future of e-estate?
Okay, agents and investors, you're not watching history happening, you're part of it. Investors feel the growth. They get in early, they earn daily, and they help us reshape the real estate world one property at a time. Agents, you're not just selling, you're building networks, unlocking levels, earning commissions, and creating new wealth, not just for yourself, but for your entire team. This is not a side hustle. This is your shot to be at the front of a global shift in how real estate works. You're not passengers, you're the engine.
There you go. We're not passengers on this journey. We're the engine that makes things go. And I love that, right? And I love that for all the people who have seen this from the beginning and got involved with e-estate as an agent or even an investor. You're at the beginning of what I call history in the making. So let's talk about this. Whenever I talk to CEOs of different companies and things like that, I always ask, what is the outlook for the next 3 to 5 years, right? And because I want to know what's in store and that the company has a vision for the future. So tell me what the next 3 to 5 years looks like to you.
Well, in the next 3 to 5 years, eState will build a global powerhouse. We're talking about thousands of tokenized properties, millions of users, and a marketplace that never sleeps, accessible 24/7 from any country, any device, any currency. I see us building the largest real estate investment ecosystem on the planet, where investors get instant ownership and agents build long-term passive income streams.
That's incredible. Long-term passive income streams. And I know that the people in my organization, they're looking for that. The people on my team are looking for something long-term. We're not looking for just short-term gain. We're looking for long-term opportunity and long-term passive income. Now, I know you have some other things to get to, so we're going to try to wrap things up really quick here. But I want to see what you have to say for people who are looking at this right now, who haven't already taken action, right? Is there something that you would like to share with them right now for them to take action, to go forward, to be a part of this history in the making?
Well, let me leave you with this. If you're an investor, now is the time to act. You don't need millions. You don't need lawyers or banks. What you need is the right mindset. Start with a single share. Let your capital work for you with daily returns from properties, real properties, full managed by our team. It's simple, it's reliable, and it's backed by something solid, real estate. This is how long-term wealth is built. And if you're an agent, you're standing in front of the greatest shift this industry has seen in decades. Don't just chase commissions. Build a business that pays you daily, that grows with you, and that gives you real freedom. Unlock new levels, access exclusive rewards, and earn from a growing network of sales, not just your own. This isn't some trend or empty promise. This is a real business with structure, returns, and long-term value. At eEstate, we're not guessing where the future is going. We're building it. And I want you on this journey with us at the top.
That's incredible. We're on a journey at the top. This is incredible. And I love the things that you highlighted there. For agents, you have an incredible opportunity to start now and to start building your own organization in the real estate space, which is absolutely phenomenal. And for those of you all who decide to participate as investors or buyers on the platform, you have an incredible opportunity to earn returns from something that's solid, right? For something that's backed by real estate. Now, I want to end with a couple things, and I asked you a question this morning. You really went ahead and elaborated on it for me, and I want to tell you guys. I know people have sent some information over and questions over, and because of time frame, we won't be able to answer all of them. But I'm excited about the future of what eEstate is adding to the platform. One of the things that we'll talk about on our next session is how you're not only going to have your own properties, but people will be able to apply through the website to tokenize their own or other real estate properties as well. And all that proof of ownership and everything being published on the website for total transparency. And I'm excited about that coming up as well, because that's one of the things that leaders are looking for and everything. And I'm glad that eEstate is going to provide that. And I know you were telling me you had some other things going on today, and we should have been over by 9:30, but I apologize for holding up too much time. But I'm excited that you were able to get on today and actually show your face and talk to the community. But are there any last words that you want to leave with the people today?
Sure. Listen, I don't take your time for granted. You showed up today, and that tells me one thing. You're ready for more. Anthony, big respect to you. You're not just hosting, you're leading. You've built a platform where winners come to level up, and I'm proud to stand next to you on this mission. To everyone watching, if you want ownership, if you want freedom, if you want to stop watching others build wealth and start building your own, now is the time. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Whether it's your first investment or your first step as a leader, take it today. Step in, step up, and let's build this future together. E-estate isn't a concept. It's real. It's live. And it's your move now.
That's incredible. You guys have the words to walk on, the words to march on right now, straight from the co-founder himself. Guys, we're at a pivotal time right now where you can make the decision to actually join something amazing and be a part of future in the history in the making and the future of real estate right now, right? And so I ask you guys if you're ready to lock arms with us. And I want to thank Mike for those kind words he had to say about me. This is one of the most passionate things that I've been involved in a long time. And I'm excited about helping whoever I can get all the way to the top with eEstate. So once again, Mike, thank you so much for your time and being on the presentation today. I know there are several things that you have on your plate with making this an incredible opportunity for people. So, but I'm excited. I'm really excited about where we go from here, and we'll go ahead and wrap this up for you so you can get on to your day with doing other things that help build this company. But I want to thank everybody for getting on today and being on the presentation. This has been absolutely amazing. And once again, thank you to you also, Mike.
Thank you, Anthony. You have a great day.
All right. Thank you. You as well. You guys have a phenomenal day. As always, guys, you know I love and care about each and every one of you, and I definitely want to see all of you win. So until our next presentation, which will be on Friday, our next presentation, guys, remember on Friday, it's at 1 p.m. and we're going to do a full presentation. So just in case you haven't heard the full presentation, then I want you guys to jump on Friday, and we're going to cover everything that you need to know about eEstate and how it is positioning people for success in the real estate space. All right. So that's going to be phenomenal. And I'm excited about you guys being on this journey with me. Once again, let's go out and create something absolutely amazing. This has been wonderful. And I want to thank you all for your time. And until the next presentation, you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day. And we are out.